I don't wanna wait for my life to be over, so I do it now.
Hello everyone, I am Transformer MTG. Welcome back to some more traditional standard ranked on MTG Arena here. Going back with some Boros Tokens. A little bit up and down. I think I learnt the problem of playing when I'm sort of tired and ADHD medication is wearing off, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Lost a couple of games. I think here it should be A-okay. Turn 1, Grease Wrench, probably off the Sacred Foundry. Turn 2, I can do an uncounterable Voice of Victory, depending on what they play. Into a Fountain Port, maybe sack some tokens. Do have the Dawn's Truce, so I couldn't really hold out on the Voice to be able to Dawn's Truce it, but I'm running a playset of them, so I don't think it's going to be the worst thing in the world. See what my opponent is on. Here I'm 1 win in Platinum 2 at the moment. I was up in Platinum 1 before I crashed out last night. But enjoying playing tokens, awful lot more. Again, as I said in the last standard games that I played, it's comfort for me at this point. I think I know the play patterns better than I do the other firebending Ascension deck. Same colours though, so sort of similar, but yeah, a little shock in the Sacred Foundry. Don't want to be stuck in a position where maybe need the double mana for something. Oh, they're just going to kill it. Okay, so it's going to be the Lessons deck that yeah, we'll just still name Human here. Look at Voice of Victory. It's going to be the Lessons deck that won Worlds. What, 4 copies in the top 8 and both of the finalists. Okay, and they just scoop. I am fine with that. Get into sideboarding. Sideboarding High Noons, Rezakin Needleheads. And do the Clarion Conquerors as well. What do I want to do here? Probably. I don't think Bez is going to be the way that we go. Neither is Avatar's Wrath. Could do another Pinnacle Starcade, just because they will be playing a lot of lower cost creatures and tokens. Novice Inspector coming out. Could get rid of the United Front, because both of these are sort of nombo with Clarion Conqueror. I could cut a War Leader's Call, yeah, but I do like having quite a few of them. What's going to be next? Got 2 cards left to get rid of. Definitely want to keep sort of most of everything that I've got. Could get rid of 1 Innocence. It's probably just going to die and be exiled. And last up, it's either a Voice or a Get Lost. 3, 4, 5. I think it'll be a Voice. And yes, it's really nice, but also it does die to most of the lessons that they've got going on. So here I'd love to draw into some of my sideboard pieces, especially the Rezakin Needleheads and the High Noon. That sounds pretty good to me. I mean, if they do want to destroy it, again, that's sort of okay. I might hold off on it, see what I draw into. But stopping them from casting more than 1 spell a turn, especially when sort of the Row is a pretty big threat. Sparring Vantage first. I can just go straight into Mountain. Mountain Voice of Victory, I think. Yeah, we'll go Mountain Voice of Victory. If they counter it, they counter it. At least it's a counter spell, they're not wasted. Oh no, just Abandon Attachments. Getting rid of a 2 damage lesson. Looking to get one of the 4 damage lessons. What's it? Iroh's Consultation, I think. No, Moment to Endurance, okay. Pay 2 life here. Pop in the War Leader's Call and get in for 8 damage. And then next turn, I have Lethal. Again, sort of running out exactly how I would want this deck to run out. If they do accumulate Wisdom. And, okay, fantastic. That's a nice easy win to start off the video. Hopefully we can make it to Plat 1 by the end of this, and then sooner or later afterwards creep our way into Diamond and start pushing back up into Mythic. Love to do it again. I want to be sort of month on month hitting that target. remember the first month that I had it back in, I think it was March or April. Must have been April. My goodness, it was. You know, I was sweating. I was getting frustrated. You know, at Diamond 1, just losing games. It was much more of a task, it felt, than what it is now. Here I think it looks pretty good. But since I've hit it more times since, I really don't find that it's sort of that much of a big deal for me anymore. Of course, I'd love to hit it. You know, that's the goal, sort of being in that top ranks. You know, getting numbered in it is always very nice as well. But you know, I play Magic because I love Magic. I have for you know, majority of my life at this point. So just playing it more and more. Got a lightning helix there. It's a little bit frustrating, especially without the land draw there, but at least I can deal with whatever they play or they get lost. No, they are just doing... Well, that's going to come in tap, that's fine. I mean, fine being a very loose term. I'm going to play that 4-colour control, or just the Jeskai control by the looks of it. Probably got a counter spell up, so I'm just going to run out the War Leader's Call, get them to spend it. So yeah, certainly too slow of a hand to really go toe-to-toe decently with this sort of Jeskai Revelation control. Right, try to run out another creature. They're probably going to counter it again. Another No More Lies. Could have an Essence Scatter. It'll quench you. Essence Scatter, there we go. And unkicked consult. Better than a kicked consult, but still get to search a little bit deep. Yeah, it's a fine matchup if I can sort of get enough sort of looking on the board, but with how slow it's going, I mean, I got the 2 Pinnacle Dark Ages to deal with some of the things, the Dawn's Truce to protect from some of the counter spells. And there's the kicked consult. I mean, blue has some pretty good option. I mean, Consult the Star Charts is a pretty top card in my opinion. I mean, stock up as well, which I mean, even better in my humble opinion. But yeah, no, they're playing the 4-colour control. They've got the Mardu removal in there as well. That's going to be past the turn. Here I do think I just run out the Midnight Mayhem. If it kind of gets countered, I expect it to get countered at this point. They've got so many cards in hand. I don't think there's much room for me to get back out. Yeah, so the second foundry wasn't going to make any difference. Feel like I'm on a losing path at this stage. Watery Grave, and they're going to... Oh, Curse Recorder. Looks like they've still got quite a bit of mana up, so... What can they do? I'm going to try for the Aang's Iceberg onto that Curse Recording. Again, if they've got another No More Lies, then, you know, look, tough. But here I can keep up Dawn's Truce and get lost. And if all they've got is something like a Quench, I can pay the price for the Quench. I think getting rid of the Curse Recording, because there's going to be doubling everything. Yep, 3 steps ahead. They did think about it though. It's going to pass with everything they need up. And what else can I do really than run out of Beza, which is probably just going to get countered. Either that'll blown up at the end of the turn. Copy it. Maybe let it resolve, which is go Resolution. Yep, cool. I think that's just enough for a snap concede. I'm not going to be working my way back there. I can Stark Age, but look, they're just drawing too many cards at that point. Here, I think cursed recording not being able to do. I might do a couple of Clarion Conquerors, definitely the Needleheads. I think High Noon could be okay. Probably gonna get rid of Avatar's Wrath. I think Bez is going to be countered far too often. Keep a lot of that. Definitely want all the Dawn's Truths. Definitely want all the Voice of Victories. Here, might get rid of one War Leader's Call, one Menace, one Grease Wrench, and one Novice Inspector. And again here, what am I looking to do? My wins are actually being able to out-aggressive them. Get things on board that aren't going to be immediately killed, hold up some protection for a lot of the things that I will need early game to succeed. Here, I mean, Novice Inspector into High Noon. It's not the best, but I do get a draw from the Novice Inspector, which isn't the worst, and I can run out the High Noon straight away, I think. I mean, it depends on whether or not I draw a land. If I draw a land, I will probably run it out because I've got plays on 3. But if I don't draw a land, ooh, that's really nice. That stops things from being countered. I like that quite a lot. I run out the High Noon just to sort of stop them from going too ham in the later game. Can pop it for 5 as well at some point. But here, this lets me, I think, Clarion Conqueror maybe is the way to go. Although it does just die. Could take Enduring Innocence or the name Glimmer instead of Dragon. Okay, cool. So I know exactly what they're keeping up. Which means I think I just Enduring Innocence. I'm still going to name Dragon here. Check with the Novice Inspector. That was a big mistake because now I can't. No, I'll go Clarion Conqueror because I mean they're gonna kill it with a lightning spiral, lightning helix. It means that they're using that. Wow, that was a bit of a bad play on the Cavern of Souls, because the thing is, if they kill the Enduring Innocence, just comes back. Oh, and now I draw a human. That's ideal. I was going to sack this first, see if I can draw into another mana source. I cannot. Yeah, I mean, naming human, it hits more of the creatures in my deck, so I think that's a pretty bad misplay. Here, they'll probably consult. Yep. Yeah, I've not played this one too well at all. Now it's going to keep 4 mana up. It's going to be pretty disastrous. See, unless they... Oh, there's Price of Freedom. Okay, that's alright by me, actually, because it means that I can... I mean, they've still got a counter spell up. Search for Plains, which at least gets my red online, which is better than I could have said for quite a bit of the other stuff going on here. So, here, I think I'm going to Novice Inspector, just see if they do. Yeah, they're holding up counter magic. And, I mean, they're just going to counter the Voice of Victory. So what I mean, I can't cast the Voice of Victory as well, 1 spell a turn. But I don't really want it to die. I would love it to be able to stay around. So, I mean, if they tap out, they can't kill it on my turn, which means maybe it stays for a little bit. But here, they're probably just going to pass the turn again, maybe have a consult up. To get another card draw with the clue, which is handy. Not really what I wanted there. I'm going to run out of War Leader's Call. They can counter this, that's fine, but if it's in Essence Scatter. Yep, no more lies. Got another one in hand. That's the only reason I ran that out so hastily. But now they're at 6, which means they're going to be able to do all of their chess guy shenanigans. Oh, Pyroclasm. Alright. Oh, and they've got a bunch of mana up. I'm going to try for another War Leader's Call. Probably have another counter spell. It's just full of counter magic. Oh, okay. No, they might bounce it. No, they're just consulting. Because, I mean, here if I can get off a Midnight Mayhem, that feels pretty good. I do have Legion of Roku as well, but... Okay, Curse Recording. Okay, they've got counter magic up, and I think that's a little bit dangerous. So, Midnight Mayhem, if they counter it, means that I've got more chance of actually landing one of the other cards. I mean, here they could copy a Lightning Helix. So I'm going to have to swing it at everything. Yeah, it's going to be Lightning Helix twice. Yep. I mean, that's okay. They still need to... Well, they're +1 on that as opposing to being plus more. Oh, and they're holding counter magic up. Let's Midnight Mayhem again. See what their response is. Gonna Jeskai. Yep. And yeah, next turn they may well just be able to win with enough spells. And I've got all the Mardu. I mean, again, yeah, naming Cavern Uncounterable Voice. I mean, just get killed anyway. But I mean, Mountain. I kind of just have to run it out and hope that they don't have a counter spell. But I think I'm kind of just doomed here. Nope. Looks like they might just have a double something else or other. Yeah, I do have to swing in just for the 6 life gain. Go to 16. But they do a bunch of stuff. I mean, again, being able to keep Voice of Victory is cool. I was going to concede this. Sort of not really the spot that I wanted to be in. Again, I think that is probably my least favourite deck to come up against. I mean, everything else, I feel like I have a reasonable enough sort of matchup. It can go either way. Certainly against that 4-colour control, unless I can really get on the road super early and get ahead of it. But the chances of that happening when, you know, sort of most of my important things will die to a Lightning Helix, and then it's just, you know, sort of, it's just a, you know, pass go, pass go, pass go, you know, draw go, very uninteractive. Not the biggest fan of how that deck is to play against. Just makes for pretty uninteractive and boring games Magic from my perspective. Even enjoyed playing against VV more than that, and that's saying something, because VV was pretty obnoxious. Yeah, looks like a pretty decent hand. Probably run out a Grease-Wrench Goblins turn 1, because with this in hand, I'm not going to be cracking a clue on 2, so I may as well have the double spell on 2. Here is maybe Flyers. I mean, let's attack the Grease-Wrench Goblin and see what they... Funnily enough, I'm actually just going to Dawn's Truce here. Just so they don't have an attack, and then I've got a maybe an Enduring Innocence, so I can draw some cards off the Grease-Wrench and then off the Inspector. I mean, it's a 1-for-1 in that regard. Happy to take the trade. What are they going to do? think it's quite a nice draw. If they got a counter spell in hand for the Enduring Innocence, that's actually quite likely. Oh, Aven Interrupter. Haven't seen that card in a hot minute. Curiosity, and they're going to draw. I mean, they are tapped out. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to play Enduring Innocence here, and I'm going to play Grease Wrench. Draw a card, and here I am actually going to run out the Novice Inspector. Don't get the draw from it, but it means I can double block into the Curiosity with a couple of bodies. And that sounds alright to me. Oh, it's going to attack and pump everything. And I got the Abandoned Air Temple. So what I want to do is I do want to block 4 onto the Curiosity. Because if they pop the Abandoned Air Temple, do something, they might be able to bounce something and just take a trade, but well, they're getting lost it. And it returns, so it's not the worst thing. Elegant Parlour. I will actually keep the Demolition Field and get rid of the Abandoned Air Temple. Is actually kind of nice. I'm going to Midnight Mayhem out on this spot. Draw another card. It's going to be the Demo Field. Attacking for 3 gains for your life. Next turn I'm probably just going to chump with the Novice Inspector. Again, 4 damage and a card is definitely worth my my 1 drop. Take either 2 or 3 at this stage, but they've always got the possibility of a little bit more removal, a little bit more somethings. If it didn't give the extra card draw, then I probably wouldn't chump. I'd be happy taking the damage, but at this stage, much rather stop them from drawing a 3rd card for the turn. Multiversal Passage or Demolition Field. Nice. I'm going to drop Novice Inspector and I'll get a card draw from it. Ooh, got my own Abandoned Air Temple. I am actually going to crack this Demolition Field right now, just so they can try and they can pump in response if they really want to. But it leaves them tapped out, which is kind of what I'm looking for. No, they're just going to accept it. So I'll hold up the Get Lost for their turn then. Definitely going to take the opportunity to search for a basic. Grab a basic plains and make one of my tokens bigger. Draw into a Sacred Foundry, okay. Attack with 3 tokens. They flash an Enduring Curiosity. That is not very friendly of them. So I'm going to kill one of the Enduring Curiosities, and it's going to come back, and ideally want it to be a different way around things. I've got a lot of card draw here, but with the Abandoned Air Temple, with the United Front as well, I'm just taking damage in the air and they're drawing cards every turn though. That's the problem. Would love to be able to get rid of that Aven Interrupter somehow. Again, happy to block Curiosity, stop them from drawing, what, an extra 2 cards? I mean, here they're just sort of going crazy with the card draw. And a Spyglass Siren. A map. What's my out here? I mean, that's pretty close to it. I'm going to play the Abandoned Air Temple. I'm going to play this War Leader's Call. With enough mana up, hopefully, that if it's a No More Lies or a Quench, I can still pay the costs. But if it's a hard counter, that I sort of have to risk it at this point. Just an Aven Interrupter. Okay. I can cast it again this turn. Oh, I can't. I have to cast it at a later turn, that's right. Might as well use this time to draw a card with my clue. The second Ave Interrupt is quite frustrating. Oh, another War Leader's cool. Here, what am I taking? A whole bunch of damage and they're drawing a metric fuck ton of cards. A demolition field, again, doesn't really help much. Not going to be attacking, so I'll just, they'll probably just take it. I mean, they're drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, so 7 cards next turn in total. You know, chump the Enduring Curiosity, not that it's going to help too much, I don't think. Yeah, just chump it. Not going to make any difference. I think if I kill it, it's not really worth trading my 3 bodies for that. Because what else have they shown me? They've shown me a Floodbit trying to get lost. They haven't shown me any counter magic, which is a little bit surprising, but they've had, I mean, other than the even interrupters, but that sort of semi-counter magic. It's actually, what, airbends. Okay, Voice of Victory. Here, my lone copy of Avatar's Wrath would probably be pretty nice. Outside of that, and 2 more curiosities, right. Demo field. Play the War Leader's Call from hand. And I mean, the question is, do I Voice of Victory and then United Front for 1? Or do I United Front for 3? 1 body versus 2 bodies. Get more bodies next turn. Is it going to matter? Stopping them from casting things on my turn could be a little bit of a help. So yeah, let's give it a go. And I can even just hold the United Front. Aang's Iceberg is going to get rid of my War Leader's Call. No, okay, getting rid of one of the... Which means, I mean, they're going to be drawing far too many cards next turn. Have they still got a counter for it? Still got some sort of response for it? Get lost on the Innocents, okay. Because here I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I take 7, and with the maps, I think I really do need to go. Just do this for 1. I think maybe United Front for more would have been a better option. I mean, by the looks of things, they don't actually have much counter magic. And cool, well, it's going to be game then, because I will take enough damage they can cycle through enough of those there. So what do we do in this situation? I think we definitely want the Doorkeeper's Thralls, probably another Avatar's Wrath and the Razorcane Needleheads. Is this a... Not even sure if it is a high noon spot, because they're not really... I suppose they're double spelling a little bit. Let's see what I'm going to be getting rid of, though. I've got the Doorkeeper's Thralls. Get rid of 1 Wally's Call, 1 Midnight Mayhem. Don't honestly think the... Is the Besser going to be... I mean, they do actually have quite a few creatures. We'll keep the Besser. Definitely one of each of those. Legend of Roku. I've got enough things that is going to be able to airbend spells or creatures. Won't take out the Legend of Roku, although it is really nice. Let's see, how many less than 2? Oh, what, the Sirens and the Voice of Victory. I think I was going to get rid of both Pinnacle Star Cages. 1 High Noon Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers. I mean, the activated ability is only the Ang, and if it gets to that point where they can flip it, I'm probably dead already. Doesn't really show me very much else. Not really any counter magic, which is kind of nice. I think just the one High Noon's okay. Could take out United Front for the other one, but that could end up being a game winner should the time come. I mean, aggro versus control, you know, it's the way it do. This is not a keepable hand. Oh, yeah, this isn't much more keepable, but I can keep 6, spin one of the foundries, and roll out Novice Inspector, control, back a card next turn with the clue, if that's the only thing I can do. Oh, it's going to get rid of the Novice Inspector. Yeah, this mountain, it'll pass the turn, because I've got the get lost in case there's something a little bit more suspicious. Cool, okay, we'll just pop the clue then. I'm not going to be able to cast a get lost. Another get lost, that's kind of nice. It's going to go enters tapped and kill the Voice of Victory. Yeah, they may have sort of an interrupter that they're keeping up. Yep, they do have an interrupter they're keeping up, so I'm just going to play an Inspiring Vantage tapped. Pass the turn, don't really want to run out the Midnight Mayhem. Oh, Tidebinder, okay. No, I'm not going to kill that, actually. I mean, I certainly could. I think I'd rather get rid of maybe sort of, yeah... I don't have the mana to be able to, yes, I will stop them from looking at the top card of their library. Doesn't look like they've got any counter magic at all, so... Elegant Parlour, see what I'm getting into. Reskin Needlehead, I think it's quite nice. Midnight Mayhem, and get in for 3. Yeah, I mean, 7 lands, not really where I want to be at. I'm just going to Needlehead on the top. Drop this. Attack, but they do have something at instant speed they can do. Oh, perfect. Oh, Destroyer. And then I will just run out the Needlehead. Definitely going to search for a land, thin things out even more for myself. I'll take 3, and I'll raise a Needlehead. I hope they don't have a counterspell. It'd be really nice if they didn't. Oh, it is. So they do have No More Lies. Wow, they fooled me well and truly into that one. At High Noon, if they got a counterspell. Nope. I got the ability to pull 5 damage into things. If I desperately need to. And Voice of Victory, that's the 1 spell for the turn. I think that's alright. At this point I am actually going to see what they end up getting. They got another land. It'll pass through to my turn. See what goes. Oh, Panda the Air Temple. That's kind of nice. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pass through this turn because they do kill one of the tokens with a Restless Anchorage if I do something. Even with the Abandoned Air Temple. I sort of want to abandon the Air Temple at the end of my turn if I possibly can. It's going to make the Voice of Victory that little bit bigger. I suppose that's okay. We'll Seam Rip. That's kind of nice because they can get rid of the High Noon if they wanted. At least I do have the second one up and available should things turn out that way. But otherwise, attacking with a Voice. If they attack, No, there's passing through the turn. I'm going to abandon Air Temple end of their turn. Let's see. That's really not what I was looking to get done. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to attack here. I'm going to need to sort of force the issue. I know that that's going to restless anchorage. Going to declare blocks. Going to block 2. What I might do is I could even just ping the voice, because they're going to get rid of the seam rep anyway. Yeah, let's ping the voice. They can keep their land. Because I was going to be able to double up the Air Temple and the... Anyway, I mean, here they're just going to get rid of one of the tokens instead, but, yeah. But what else have they got to play here? Just a tap land, the multiversal passage, and not showing me anything else. Okay, so they do have something they can do. So I was going to go through to damage, play the voice. Hopefully they don't have a hard counter. Hopefully it's something just like more like a no more lies. Yeah, happy to pay for that. And here I'm in a pretty good spot. I've got lethal on board with the abandoned Air Temple, but if I can get rid of the voice or the gremlin, then they survive. I mean, they do block with the restless anchorage as well. But certainly a tighter game here. Not quite as much success with all of the card draw. I've forgotten Enduring Innocence in hand. Oh, just the Avatar's Wrath. Okay. Why did they not just pick nothing? Why would they want to keep the gremlin alive? They... Okay. Interesting. They do not have any cards in hand. This is in the sort of spot that I like to see myself. Oh, during Innocence, and I'll draw a... oh, I can't from on this next one, so I'll attack. And abandon Air Temple. And next turn I do have lethal. I can also get another card draw. They get a Voice of Victory. I don't think that's enough. Oh, they've got the Restless Anchorage that can block. Unless they crew it now, which would be a mistake. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to go... I'm actually just going to get in for attacks. Yep. They block with both their creatures. Because they have to. Don't think there's any... I mean, they've still got outs here. But I'm looking in a pretty good spot. Because their voice dies, their restless anchorage dies. I gain 4 life. I get to draw another card. And if it's some sort of 2-drop... No, it's a land, so I'll just play the land. The next turn they need something pretty special. And that's game. Nice. I mean, especially after that game 1, fighting back to make it 1-1 here feels pretty good. The High Noon felt like it did a reasonable job. Did see a little bit more here. They've got the Tasha's Tidebinder and the No More Lises. Realistically could cut something for that other High Noon. Pinnacle Starcade still not doing anything. Clarion Conqueror still not really doing anything. Doorkeeper Thrall I didn't see, but kind of nice. And I want the Dawn's Truce just to prevent some of the sort of seam rips, I think. Although, actually, cut one Dawn's Truce for one one Dawn's Truce for one Dawn's Truce for one High Noon. Seems like a pretty good trade going on here. So on to game 3. I'll be on the draw this time, which means I've got to make sure that I've got some really proactive plays to be able to make. Unlike that, I've got to have to mulligan that. This is a little bit better. I'm going to keep 6 here and we'll bin the we'll bin the mountain because I want to be able to choose which way around I want the multiverse patch, especially if I draw into another basic. Sparring Vantage, Grease Wrench, Goblin. Turn 2, I hope they play something instead of just passing with mana up. Oh, they got Voice of Victory. Fine by me. Let's go Multiversal Passage on red. Pay 2 life for a Razorkin and pass the turn. No attacks. I think drawing the second Razorkin Needlehead's pretty tasty as well. And if I've got a seam for it, then that's also fine. Actually not going to risk the blocks because I feel like they've got something going on here. Alright, it's going to be mobilizing. Cool. Planes. I want to run out this Wall Eater's Call, but I also want to keep protection up for Dawn's Truce. Let's, looks like they might have counter magic. So let's just get in for damage. No, they're going to flash something in. Beautiful. It's exactly why I wanted to keep the Dawn's Truce up. Just so they do take... Oh, wonderful. They don't have any instant speed response at this point to the Needlehead. Next turn, might try and run out another Needlehead, especially if they play something. Take another 3 damage, which is not ideal, but I think I am in a point where I'm reasonably stable. They could have a rip at the seams. No, still just attacking with a voice. Oh, and during Curiosity, they're drawing a bunch of cards. Alrighty. Well, they're going to take 3. So that's alright. And they are tapped out. So be hoping to drop this other Razorkin Needlehead next turn, and that feels... Ooh. That's also alright. Razorkin Needlehead. And we'll just pass the turn. They're going to be taking 2. Depending on how much they attack with, probably just block maybe the Curiosity with the Goblin. Looks like they still don't have any instant speed ways of dealing with the Needlehead. No, they do. They've got an Ang. Gonna airbend one of the Needleheads. It's fine. Still get to replay it. They'll be drawing a couple of cards. Oh, getting rid of the other Needleheads with the Seam Rip. About time they got a Seam Rip on board. And here we're in a little bit more of a rough spot. I think I do still block the Curiosity to prevent even more card draw. And if I draw a land, I can get both of them back. I mean, Ang is pretty close to go. Oh, no, not really, because they all enter tapped. But the tapped lands, definitely going to be playing the Needleheads. Unfortunately, can't do both though. Actually, what's a better option here? Is it to maybe Ang's Iceberg, the Enduring Curiosity? Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, probably did need another land here, in all honesty. And if that got removal, then I think that's just game, because I've got the Abandoned Air Temple up. Yeah, not quite fast enough. No, they don't have the instant speed, but I imagine they'll still have cool Tishanas. So I block the Razorkin Needlehead. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and next turn I would need some sort of miracle. Flood Pits. Oh no, Flood Pits Drowner, and that's going to be game. A bit unfortunate, yeah. Just sort of didn't have the juice that I needed to make it through there. So yeah, a little bit of a disappointing few games, 1 and 2. I mean, again, playing, yeah, this is super off meta, so I'm certainly not expecting to be sitting at a 60-70% win rate at this stage. But certainly, better draws could have helped there as well. But I mean, game 2 was nice. Game 2, I felt pretty much in complete control the whole time. Game 1, they spun out of control, and game 3, they just had a few too many options when I didn't have the didn't really have the card draw, didn't have the fifth land maybe. I didn't have the ability to really go ham for them. I suppose the 2 needlekins would kind of be nice, but you live, you learn. And of course, if you liked this, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and feel free, as always, to come back again. I'm Transfemerate. I'll see you on the rebound. Catch ya.